Hello fight fans, thanks for joining us at MMA Insider. Before we get rolling with today's news, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing. Now let's uncover the latest happenings in MMA. Starting off, Daniel Cormier feels there may be more to the story behind the reasoning for Conor McGregor's UFC 303 pullout. Moving on, Chael Sonnen claims Conor McGregor is in rehab for substance abuse, which led to UFC 303 withdrawal. Next, Conor McGregor places massive bet on Cristiano Ronaldo UEFA Euro 2024 soccer tournament. Moving on, why Henry Cejudo thinks Conor McGregor pulling out of UFC 303 is actually a really good sign. Lastly, Jorge Masvidal fires off at Chael Sonnen after Anderson Silva boxing match. UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier feels there may be more to the story behind the reasoning for Conor McGregor's UFC 303 pullout. McGregor and Michael Chandler were scheduled to headline UFC 303 on June 29th to cap off International Fight Week in Las Vegas. But McGregor is out of the event due to injury, and the UFC ended up scrambling to book almost an entirely new UFC 303 main card. Since his withdrawal, McGregor has explained it in various social media posts, although the exact nature of his injury remains a mystery. Some have speculated that McGregor re-aggravated the broken leg he suffered at UFC 264 against Dustin. While Cormier believes McGregor is legitimately hurt, he feels that the UFC 303 fiasco was part of a plot to irk Chandler. During a recent episode of Good Guy, Bad Guy with Chael Sonnen, Cormier said while McGregor's injury is real, there's a method behind his decision to pull out of the fight. Here is what he said. I have no idea what happened to Conor McGregor. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know why he's saying he's not hurt. What I do know is that statement didn't sound like McGregor. I believe, and maybe I'm a bit pessimistic, that he is hurt. But if he's hurt, it's not him being sad that he's hurt. He'll spin it and look at it going, I just made Michael Chandler wait for me even more. It's just him being the puppet master to old Michael Chandler again, because he knows Mike's not going to do anything. So is he hurt? Sure, but there's a bigger game at play. Now he's just messing with Michael Chandler. It's the craziest thing because for so long we're just guessing what is up with Conor. McGregor hasn't fought since a doctor's stoppage loss to Dustin at UFC 264. He has lost 3 of his last 4 fights overall, including a lightweight title loss to Khabib. The UFC is hoping to rebook McGregor versus Chandler for later this year, potentially on a new pay-per-view event. In the meantime, Cormier and others are left to speculate regarding McGregor's uncertain fighting future. Chael Sonnen has an interesting theory as to why Conor McGregor was out of his UFC 303 fight against Michael Chandler. McGregor was supposed to headline UFC 303 on June 29th in Las Vegas against Chandler in a highly anticipated matchup. However, just over 2 weeks out from the fight, it was confirmed that McGregor was out of the bout due to an injury. But according to Sonnen, he says it is due to the Irishman being in rehab for substance abuse. Here is what he said. What incredible irony that both sides, Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler, have these massive interests in alcohol, and one side is in the middle of rehab for substance abuse, including alcohol. Not that anything has to do with this. 2 guys are pushing alcohol, totally unrelated story, and then another guy is in rehab for alcohol and other substances. I'm just saying that's a tough story to tell. Not for nothing, that gets to be a little bit tough. It is an interesting comment from Sonnen as it is a bold claim with no proof that McGregor is in rehab. But if Chael Sonnen is telling the truth, it would be a massive deal and could have been a factor in the Irishman pulling out. Although Chael Sonnen says Conor McGregor is in a rehab facility for substance abuse, the Irishman took to social media and confirmed he had an injury which forced him out of the bout. Here is what he said. Very tough to be ruled out of my scheduled return bout. I picked up an injury prior to the press conference that required more time to heal than was available to me. The decision to postpone the fight was not made lightly, but one made in consultation with my doctors, the UFC, and my team. My fans and opponent deserve me at my best for this fight, and we will get there. Thank you for the messages of support. I am in good spirits and confident I'll be back. UFC superstar Conor McGregor's friendship with soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo reached a new level of trust this week. McGregor bet $60,000 for Ronaldo, the star of the Portugal national team, to win the Golden Boot Award at the UEFA Euro 2024 soccer tournament. The award is given to the leading goal scorer of the tournament, which Ronaldo acclaimed in 2020. In a recent tweet, McGregor shared his big bet on Ronaldo to win the tournament tournament's prestigious award. 60 Gs on Cristiano Ronaldo to retain his Euro Golden Boot. Ronaldo and Portugal defeated Czech Republic 2-1 in their opening tournament match, but Ronaldo failed to get on the score sheet. Ronaldo and McGregor have become good friends in recent years. The two were seen at a December boxing event featuring Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. The 39-year-old Ronaldo is competing in what could potentially be his final UEFA Euro tournament, and his team is already off to a great start. Portugal continues group play against Turkey on Saturday, June 22nd. McGregor and Ronaldo are two of the biggest international sports stars after their successful runs in MMA and soccer. They're also two of the world's highest-earning athletes. Time will tell if McGregor's big gamble on Ronaldo will pay off. Regardless, his five-figure bet suggests he has immense confidence in Ronaldo's success on the pitch. Henry Cejudo offers a unique perspective on Conor McGregor's withdrawal from UFC 303. While many speculate that Conor McGregor may never fight again, Cejudo sees his withdrawal as a positive sign. Here is what he said. The fact that Conor McGregor has to pull out, that's actually a really good sign. What do I mean by that is he's probably killing a little bit of his ego, and now he's taking it a lot more serious than ever. It's also an experience for him, so the way that I'm taking it too is that they're gonna fight, but he's at that point where I want to make sure that I'm 100%, like this comeback to me is real. It seems that Jorge Masvidal wasn't a fan of the boxing match between Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva. Over the weekend in Brazil, Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva faced off in Brazil for a third time. Over a decade removed from their two fights in the UFC, Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva met in the boxing ring. However, the fight was an exhibition, and it looked that way. After 5 rounds of lackluster action, the bout was ruled a draw. Post-fight, Anderson Silva revealed that the knockouts weren't allowed for the exhibition contest. Meanwhile, Chael Sonnen took issue with the judging, stating that he deserved the win on fight night. Overall, the bout resembled a sparring session more than anything else. For that reason, some fans online weren't a fan of the contest. It seems that Jorge Masvidal wasn't a fan of the bout either. In a recent interview, he discussed the boxing match. There, Masvidal once again took aim at Chael Sonnen, stating that the former UFC title challenger looked like garbage in the contest. The insult was just one of many that the two have traded over the last few months. Jorge Masvidal also added that he has no problem facing Chael Sonnen as long as it's not an exhibition. Here is what he said. The fight wasn't the best, obviously. Chael is trash. I know I'm supposed to sell the fight, say, oh, you know, it's gonna be a great fight, but Chael is trash, man. This mother when you leave the trash can open and water gets into there, and it's like liquid trash water. That's what Chael is, bro. He's just trash. But I wouldn't mind driving my knuckles through his face for a nice paycheck and breaking his eye orbital. He knows I'm not coming for an exhibition match. He looks like a full-blown lesbian right now. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Your dedication and support fuel our passion to bring you the latest and greatest in the MMA world. If you enjoyed today's news, please give us a thumbs up and share it with fellow MMA fans. Remember to subscribe to stay in the loop with daily MMA updates. We've got a lot of exciting news, interviews, and analysis coming your way every single day. Your engagement helps us grow and serve the MMA community even better. Once again, thank you for being an integral part of our daily MMA journey.